This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. So through his new press secretary, his spokesperson, Liz Harrington on Twitter, Donald Trump gave another wacky statement yesterday. It seems that he's more and more unhinged as time goes on because he's just given away what the motivations are here. He's admitting in this statement that there was an attempt to overturn the election. Not to set things right, not to that Joe Biden tried to steal the election, but that they did. This is dated yesterday. Statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. He just loves it. He can't get enough of calling himself the 45th President of the United States. Ex-president, loser, one-termer, Donald Trump. Dated January 30th, 2022. If the vice president, parenthetically Mike Pence, like we don't fucking know who your vice president was, you dipshit. If the vice president, Mike Pence, had absolutely no right to change the presidential election results, I'll just read the statement, then I'll go through and make my points. To change the presidential election results in the Senate, despite fraud and many other irregularities. How come the Democrats and rhino Republicans like wacky Susan Collins are desperately trying to pass legislation that will not allow the vice president to change the results of the election? Actually, what they are saying is that Mike Pence did have the right to change the outcome, and they now want to take that right away. Unfortunately, he didn't exercise that power. He could have overturned the election. In what kind of democracy can one man who is actually in office with the person who's running choose to overturn the election? That is not democracy, Donald Trump. Not surprising you have little interest or adherence to the tenets of democracy, but that's not how it works. Now, to go back through this, if Mike Pence had absolutely no right to change the presidential election results, he's admitting it was a settled election because you don't change something that's not settled. And that what they're actually saying is that Mike Pence did have the right to change the outcome. And unfortunately, he didn't exercise that power. He could have overturned the election. I don't know if it's because of desperation, if Donald Trump is so desperate or so Adderall-addled in his brain that he's just given away the whole narrative here. There's no longer dog whistles with Donald Trump. They're bullhorns with Donald Trump. And the countless members of his rabid supporters, they won't care. They will hoot and holler and chant and cheer and egg him on because they too do not care about democracy. They fear so much that they're losing power as white people that they will stand for anything to not allow that to happen, to stand in the way of perceived grievances, perceived lack of supremacy. When we are a stronger nation, when we have a diverse group of people who have a say in how things are run, when equality is the norm, not just an aspiration we talk about, but when it is what we do, when equal protection under the law, enshrined in our 14th Amendment, these basic concepts, when they are upheld, Donald Trump and his supporters, they get itchy. They get nervous. Because like the saying goes, When supremacy has been the norm, equality starts to feel like oppression. It's the same with the mask. These idiots who think that wearing a mask is some kind of oppression or tyranny. Sirens, hang on. It's just nonsense. These people are petrified with fear, frozen by fright of a changing America. Tucker Carlson goes on TV just about every night and whines and complains about the changing demographics. So afraid that people of color might have more of a say in our country. What's he afraid of? Is he afraid he's going to be treated like he has advocated they be treated? Is that what he's afraid of? I don't fear for that. I believe equality and decency and compassion and democracy will win out. That equal protection under the law will continue to be upheld. More so, in fact. But Republicans, they know what they've done. They know who they've oppressed, who they want to be, continue to be oppressed. And they don't want that to end. I'd love to know what you think. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. I appreciate you guys joining me and mixing it up with me there. That's sometimes a good time. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And if I bring you value, if there's someone else out there on the platform or somewhere else who writes or talks that does something more for you, brings you more value, support that person. Give that person a couple dollars a month. But if I am your flavor of political commentator, please consider supporting me, helping produce my work here. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.